Hello everyone. Today we are discussing the command traceroute in Linux. So what does traceroute actually do? It actually provides us the number of routes which are present from the source till destination. So if I type this command traceroute www.google.com, it will provide me a traceroute. This is the default gateway from my network, and the next all these details are given in an asterisk sign. This asterisk sign is either of the fact that some of the ICMP packets are blocked by the firewall, or it did not respond in an timely manner. So these are the two reasons why you get this asterisk sign. I suppose my reason is basically due to the fact that it is a virtual machine, and probably some firewall settings is blocking from providing me these outputs. So if I do it in my local machine, Windows machine, so for Windows it is a traceroute command instead of traceroute in Linux. So if I do a traceroute command here, I'm getting the proper output as in the number of routes. So what it does is it goes over a maximum of 30 hops. So even here you can see maximum 30 hops. So this is by default 30 hops, and if it responds within 30 hops, you can see it responds within 14 hops itself, and here you got the Google server. So if it responds within that, it will take less number of hops and provide it in the output. uh, One more thing, yeah, you can see over here, even this is a request timeout because it did not respond in a timely manner. The other hops are providing the details. That means there are no firewalls blocking here. So in this my case, virtual machine case, the blocking is there. So this is one command which is very important to know the network flow, how it is. And 30 hops does not mean there are only 30 routers or 30 intermediate routers in between. It may be more than that, but it takes an overall estimate of routers. For example, it will take uh, the main routers from each ISPs and forward it. Instead of going through all those hundreds and routers, it will just provide the intermediate routers and provide us the output. Even here, that is the same thing as is happening. So this is one of the things you can do. There are other options in traceroute here in Linux. So if you do traceroute uh, dash mtu and then google.com, it will provide me the MTU of each of the route. So in this case, so here you can see f equal to 1500. So if my firewall setting was not blocked, it would have shown the MTU for each of the hops. So even that is very essential while transmitting information. So we come to know which each router is capable of transmitting. So my default router is 1500. So yeah, I'll just exit this. So the next thing is traceroute -v. So it will tell me the version which is being used of traceroute in my Ubuntu machine. I'll just clear this screen again so that it is more clear to what we are doing now. So as I told you, we have a maximum 30 hops by default. If you want to reduce that, we can do that with traceroute -m and then the count of number of hops you want to see. So if I type 3 and do google.com, it will just provide me only the 3 hops, the first 3 hops, that's it. So after this it will stop automatically, so you can change that. There's one more thing you can see over here. So for example, here it will you can see over here that it provides the FQDN along with the IP address. So if you don't want to see FQDN, you can type this command traceroute -n www.google.com. So if my firewall settings are proper, it would have given the proper outputs, and the intermediate routers would not convert itself to FQDN and provide us at the output. It will only provide in numerical form. That's why -n is an option which can be used. So this is all which I wanted to let you know. So there are two reasons why this asterisk can be there, just because of the fact that firewalls settings would not have been enabled, and the second is it did not respond within the time limit which it has to. So in that case, request timed out option you get. So for example, this one, you got a request timed option. So that is all for traceroute command. I hope you have got to know what it is. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.